Joseph, you think a real injustice has been done to the minority shareholders of Essar Energy. The majority shareholder, Essar Global, has taken them out and not paid much of a premium. How did that happen?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's offered, and I use the word offered sort of lightly because there's not much that's really that voluntary here, to take them out at 70p a share. And you have to remember, Essar Energy listed in 2010 in London for 420p a share. And you have to look at the timing here because we're about to get election results in India. The new government there may well release permits for Essar Energy to export coal and so on, and so there could be
this could be
news
a trench.
coming. Yeah, news
could
coming
be a
to
trench
the
in
company.
the valuation.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So that's particularly egregious here, but the real problem is the fact that the list. Yeah, well, yeah, but the listing rules themselves are not really up to snuff here.
Okay, if no premium is being paid, if it looks like a trench valuation, if the rules are being taken advantage of in terms of the listing, which we'll get to in a moment, why did the independent directors recommend the deal?
Well, again, it goes back to the listing because if this buyout goes forward and you're a holdout investor from that, you're going to be left with a liquid stock in an unlisted company because there is also an application to delist at the same time. And many institutional funds can't hold unlisted company shares. So again, it's like there's almost like a hacking of the rules here because people are well aware institutional funds have these limitations with unlisted companies.
So, to make sure I understand, the independent directors recommended that the minority shareholders sell because they have no choice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, reluctantly is the key word here. That's what they said, reluctancy. Right. I mean, it sounds sort of ridiculous. How can you recommend something? But it's a pretty bad situation. Now, we should add the FCA, the UK regulator, is just about to launch new rules about the protection of minorities. Again, talk about good timing or bad timing.
Right.
Where it says, you have to hold, or you have to get approval of 80% of all shareholders if you want to sort of take over or delist something.
What precisely does Lex think those rules need to say to make sure the Essar debacle is not repeated?
Yeah, there's a loophole here which really needs to be closed because there's a difference between a direct delisting and a takeover, which then may lead to a delisting. And in the latter case, the rules do not require a majority of minorities to be won over to the deal, whereas in a direct delisting, they do.
Right.
And I think this is a classic case.
Right, so this is a delisting masquerading as a takeover.
Yes, more or less.
Right. Well, we always learn which rules we need after the old rules have been abused, so we'll keep an eye on it, Joseph.